chance. I would. And God, Lord Forrester would be proud that you put in the interests of the... His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins.
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor. What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever, but exists. I think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the Wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the Wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait! Be safe. Ethan? Ethan! I couldn't find him. Could you? He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself. I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him. Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. Oh, sadistisches Dreckschwein, Alter.
Deine Geschichte hat begonnen. Nächstes Mal bei Game of Thrones. Dadadadadam.
It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Ah,
I wish
Luca,
Mira
bist
was
du da?
here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her
Ich
to die
fotografiere
too.
das ab, damit wir...
Ryan, she's
Gemeinsam
perfectly
Ding haben.
safe, I promise you.
Ja, ich bin da.
I don't want Garrett to die
Ja,
either.
warte zu.
Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
Luca?
What does milksop
Yeah.
mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan,
Button.
you should let Sir Royland...
Adrian.
the sword, like a... He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
Hungry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice.
War nett hier.
Everybody says that
Oh,
about
das bin
you.
ich gehört.
But since you're the
Ich hab
new
mal fotografiert,
lord,
ne?
you can do anything you want.
I
Das ist
suppose.
leider genommen.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be
Ja,
nice
dann
if
wird
someone
keiner
did what I
on
wanted
sein,
for
wenn
once.
dir keiner
It's not
antwortet.
how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan,
Dann
you're
start mal
needed in
den
the Great Hall at
Stream.
once.
Schon.
Quickly, on your feet.
Echt?
YouTube.
Da heißt der ja wieder Luca Vogt oder so, ne?
Ja.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet
Ah,
with
steht sogar
Duncan?
erst live.
He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
Ja, ich sollte vielleicht
your
auf Ding schauen.
decision.
Dann.
You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command
Ethan
Ethan to
Hundy.
stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways, Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Jetzt darf ich mal eine Stunde auf dich warten.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Oh,
Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Diplomatie ist manchmal eher die Lösung. So, solange wir es jetzt zurückschlagen können.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
So, was macht Luke?
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Ja, weil die
Roose
Boltons hinter
Bolton
euch
is the
stehen.
Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason. It was your man who started it. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the Lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Hallo Mutter.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all.
Yeah.
This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Ach, zu dem sage ich nichts mehr.
Do your worst, you bastard.
Ob du mich schon wieder nicht hörst. Und?
Jetzt höre ich dich wieder, glaube ich.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Ich bin einmal als mutiger König gestorben, ich bin einmal als weiser König gestorben.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
Ich glaube, ich bin
and Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons
Der
at
sagt
bay.
das nämlich kurz vorher. Aren't you the brave lord? Und dann sagt er, was? Das Ding in den Hals, Alter.
Ich bin der kühne Lord.
Ach, kühn. Was kühn? Kühnes Maul. Iron from Ice.
Ethan made this for me.
Ganz toll.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Ganz toll.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ja, jetzt irgendwie nicht mehr. Belastend. Aber hey, bisschen Schrott ist immer.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Du weißt es doch gar nicht. Ja, stimmt. Was soll ich mit der Blick jetzt sagen? Ja, noch mehr Pixel bitte.
Was soll ich sagen mit Pixel, Junge?
Even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a
Verdoppelt sich der
powerful ally,
Pixelanteil.
especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
La 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 la.
Geil, ich habe das Klopfen nicht mal gehört, das ist bei mir gesprungen.
Klopft er nochmal? Ach, die Tür macht er einfach selber auf. Ah, yo!
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you
Kohle.
can. Lady
Noch ein
Marjorie will
bisschen
be here in a
Kohle.
minute.
Of course, milady.
Noch ein bisschen Kohle. Und schütze ich einfach den Bottich da rein, Alter.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Ich habe ihm gesagt, dass ich Sorge habe.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning,
Ich weiß, dass du
outside
mich
the
wieder
royal
Leben
sept,
rettest.
talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Es ist mitten am Tag.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Ich finde das die langweiligste Storyline mit der Mure.
Die ist wichtig.
Das ist wichtig, aber es ist langweilig.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your
Ich
family.
weiß auf jeden Fall, dass ich mich nicht so auf Tyrions Seite schlage. Weil ich eh weiß, dass er mir nichts bringen wird.
Beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira. But you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Voll die im Hintergrund, Alter.
You must understand there are limits to what I can
Richtig so
say,
dritte,
especially
das
here
fünfte
in
Rad am
King's
Wagen,
Landing,
Alter.
now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I
Oh, ich
knew
kann
I
mich
could
erinnern, dass das
trust you.
Gespräch mit Cersei nicht
Humor her.
so
Tell
einfach
her
war.
what she wants to hear.
Ist es auch nicht.
Sagst du ihr das, was sie hören will, ist es falsch. Sagst du ihr
See if
das,
the
was sie
Queen
nicht
Regent
hören
is
will,
ready
ist es
to receive
falsch.
us.
So, yo, Alter. Halt's Maul.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Ja, ganz toll. Toller Spruch. Kann man sonst wohin drücken.
Good luck.
Aber die Schauspielerin von der Marjorie, ne? Oh, das ist so sehr gebumst.
Hallo Halbling. Da jetzt selber laufen?
You can do this.
Ich weiß, lass mich laufen.
Ah ja, 50 einfache Fragen von Game of Thrones Repeats sind draußen, ne?
Was? Was?
50
Lady Marjorie,
für Game of
aren't you
Thrones
looking lovely this
Channel sind draußen.
Also.
Wo sie
Lord
50 Fragen
Tyrion.
bekommen.
Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her
Ja!
qualities.
Ich habe mich jetzt erstmal nur verbeugt.
You may rise.
Ich auch.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact saying nothing at all.
Finde ich auch. Und das ist genau das exakt
Old
dasselbe, was ich das
allegiances
erste Mal
are not
gemacht habe.
easy. We will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies.
Bei mir ist
I'm
schlecht,
told
das
there are
Ding kaputt.
others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
Das war aber knapp, Alter.
Ich weiß.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie
Kann ich
was
lesen?
betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
No,
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Das erste Mal habe ich gesagt, ich bin bei Marjorie
She
geblieben.
is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.